So why you want to search the PubMed? Almost all of you might have searched the Google for retrieving information, including technical one. Even doctors will be searching the Google for information about medicines or diagnosis. One problem with Google search is it will be retrieving a large number of query results, and most of them will be irrelevant. And it will be very difficult for you to find out which one is more relevant, which one is less relevant, especially if you are a beginner. Third thing is the Google may sometimes redirect you to unsecure places, which can compromise your digital security. PubMed is an online repository which retrieves information from Medline, which stores high quality biomedical research articles. So how to search PubMed? And the preliminary steps include developing a research question. Then we have to conduct a preliminary search to find out the search terms. Then we have to identify the search terms and do the proper query with all the search terms. This may sound complicated, but once you master this, it will be one of the most useful digital tool at your disposal as far as your literature search is concerned. We will try to do that now. We have to first formulate a systematic approach for finding relevant articles. This will be done using mesh and keyword combination. You have to also understand how to use Boolean operation, truncation and field tags. Then we have to run our search in the PubMed. This is our scenario. You want to identify the predictors associated with the development of delirium in elderly patients with hip fracture. First, we want to conduct a literature search. Your aim is to find out the current understanding about the predictors or the risk factors of delirium in elderly patients with hip fracture. One problem with PubMed search is authors will be referring to one concept by many different terms. For example, when you search for the hip, you may be excluding the intertrochanter, trochanter, neck of femur, and finally what you will be getting will be less number of search results. So we have to use a controlled vocabulary when you are searching the PubMed. This controlled vocabulary is called mesh and keyword combination. When you go to PubMed, if you scroll down to the left lower quadrant, you can see a mesh database tab. If you click on that, you can search for the mesh term for a particular common term. For example, if you want to find out the mesh term for the elderly, type in the word elderly in the search field, and you will be directed to some search results. Age is the search term for elderly, and you can click on that and you can add to the search builder. And if you read carefully, you can see that aged, 80 and over is also another mesh word for elderly. So we can see that in the search result, aged, 80 and over is another mesh term for elderly. So we have to, because it is also relevant, we have to add that to our search builder. All in-text articles will be tagged with mesh terms. These tags are very specific, and each article will be having a 5 to 15 mesh terms. Sometimes no mesh will be available for your search item, and newer mesh may not identify older articles. Mesh may miss out new articles because they may not be in text. So we have to use a combination of mesh terms and keywords. So how to prepare the keywords? We have to open up a text editor, paste your research question, and you have to divide your search into different concepts. So our first concept is delirium. Second concept is the elderly. Our third concept may be hip. Fourth concept may be fractures. We can have a fifth concept that could be predictors. For each concept, we have to first think about the potential keyword. Potential keywords for fracture include fracture and fractures. And potential keywords for hip include the hip joint, hip, trochanter, trochanteric, intertrochanteric, and so. Similarly, we have to find out the keywords for the elderly and also for delirium. Now we have to find out the mesh term for each concept. For the elderly, the mesh term we have already searched and found out, and we have to copy and paste that into our document. Then we have to combine our mesh term with the keywords, so that no article will be all the articles related to the elderly will be retrieved. Similarly, we have to do that for the concept of delirium. We have to copy paste our mesh term and combine the mesh term with the text words, and we have to tell the PubMed that this is a text word by either typing TW in square bracket or typing text word. There is something called truncation. If you have got two keywords which differs only in the plural, that is, one is fracture, other is fractures, you can truncate that keyword by adding star. Now all our searches will include fracture and fractures. This is called truncation, and connecting all the mesh terms and keywords with a command is called Boolean linking. Then this is the tagging which is being done. For keywords it is TW, for mesh term it is mesh. We have to copy paste the mesh and the keyword combination of rest of our concepts. We will be combining the 3 and 4. Now we have got the combination of all our mesh and keywords available for all the concepts. Now we have to run the search. What we are going to use is the building block method. We have to build the search one concept at a time and combine the searches together at the end. We can see that right now. Now we have to go to the PubMed, copy and paste your search into one of the concept search into the search field, and it has retrieved a huge number of articles, and click on the advanced. Now we can see that we have built one concept search and it has got a huge number of search results. Now we have to do this for other concepts also. Now we can see that it has again retrieved another set of huge number of articles. Now we have built the two queries. Now copy and paste the concept for 3 and 4 and build the search. Go back to the advanced, and now we can see that we have compartmentalized our search. Now we have to combine all by clicking on the 3 dots and add query. Now click on the 3 dots of the second and add with and. Now click on the 3 dots and add with and. Now we can see that the complete search is being built by the PubMed, and it has resulted in 718 articles which could be highly relevant for the delirium. Now we will be shortly touching upon cite while you write concept in scientific paper writing. Citation is the official acknowledgement of somebody else's concept which is already published. There are specific citation styles for each journal. Citation styles available are more than 6,000. It is tedious to manually find the articles, cite them in the correct location, and create a bibliography in the end. Citation managers and cite while you write applications are available for our rescue, so we should know about them. Some of the commonly known names are EndNotes, which is the industry leader, but it's a paid version. Mentaley is a freeware. Zotero is a free open source software. I personally use Zotero. I'll be showing you how to use that. For that you have to first open up your word processor. LibreOffice and Microsoft Office both supports Zotero. We have already done a PubMed search and retrieved a n number of results, and you have screened these articles and found out an article which is relevant for you. You again go back to the PubMed and find out that article. If the Zotero is installed in your computer, there will be a tab by the side of your browser. If you click on that, the article will be automatically added to the Zotero library in your computer, and it can even retrieve the full text if it is available online. Once you have done that, you have to open the word processor and create your manuscript and find out the area where you have to cite this article. You click on the add edit citation tab and a search box will be popping up. You start typing in the title of the article you want to cite, and click on the enter, and the Zotero has automatically added that article. Once you have finished your manuscript writing, by clicking on the add or edit bibliography tab, add the bibliography to the end of your manuscript, and Zotero will be automatically creating this bibliography in the format of your choice. You can change the format by clicking on set document preference, and now the citation in the Chicago style, you can change that into Vancouver by just clicking on the few tabs. Now a few words about the presentation tools. Keynotes, PowerPoint and Google Slides are some of the presentation tools available. Explain Edu is a upcoming tool, especially for your online teaching. Notability and GoodNotes are good for your presentation if you are presenting your notes directly from the computer.